Here's the thing that most restaurant chains would never admit. Sometimes the customers really do have the final say, even when it costs you nearly $100 million in a single day. The beloved Southern dining institution, Cracker Barrel, just proved this point in the most dramatic way possible. While the company has officially shelved its controversial logo redesign plans, they're not sitting idle. Instead, they're rolling out an impressive collection of 13 fresh menu offerings as part of their New for Fall lineup, hoping delicious food can smooth over the recent public relations nightmare. But here's where it gets controversial. Was this whole logo debacle actually a brilliant marketing move, or did Cracker Barrel genuinely misread their customer base? Let's rewind to understand how we got here. The trouble started when Cracker Barrel announced they were ditching their iconic Uncle Herschel character. You know, the friendly figure in overalls casually leaning against a barrel that has welcomed diners for decades. The company wanted to replace this beloved mascot with a stripped-down, text-only design that they claimed would be more closely rooted to the iconic barrel shape and wordmark that started it all. What happened next was a masterclass in how quickly social media can turn a corporate decision into a cultural battleground. Conservative voices erupted in fury, with podcaster Benny Johnson branding the new logo absolutely horrible. Florida Congressman Byron Donalds jumped into the fray on X, formerly Twitter, declaring that no one asked for this woke rebrand. But the real fireworks began when Donald Trump Jr. chimed in with his signature bluntness. "What the fuck is wrong with @Cracker Barrel? ... And this is the part most people miss. The financial impact was immediate and devastating. Within just 3 days of the announcement, Cracker Barrel's stock price nosedived, wiping out $94 million in company value during a single trading session. That's not just bad publicity. That's shareholders voting with their wallets. While this corporate drama unfolded, Cracker Barrel was simultaneously working on something that might actually matter more to everyday customers: their food. The new fall menu represents a thoughtful blend of nostalgic favorites and innovative creations designed to keep people coming back. Take Uncle Herschel's favorite, for instance. And yes, they kept the name despite all the logo controversy. This hearty breakfast combination delivers 2 eggs prepared your way, your choice of breakfast meat, 2 classic sides, plus their famous biscuits smothered in sawmill gravy. It's comfort food that speaks to the soul of what Cracker Barrel has always represented. For those seeking something completely new, the restaurant is introducing their first ever Butter Pecan French Toast Bake. Picture this: thick slices of country bread soaked overnight in rich vanilla custard, layered with creamy cheesecake filling, then baked until golden brown and crowned with crunchy praline pecan streusel. It's the kind of indulgent breakfast that transforms a regular morning into something special. But perhaps the most ambitious addition is the sausage and egg hash brown casserole. This isn't your typical breakfast side dish. It's a double helping of Cracker Barrel's signature hash brown casserole, layered with melted Colby cheese, savory sawmill gravy, fluffy scrambled eggs, and a careful. CEO Julie Fels-Massino had announced last year that the company needed to rebrand itself to stay relevant following a challenging post-pandemic period. The restaurant industry has been struggling to reconnect with customers who changed their dining habits during lockdowns, and Cracker Barrel was feeling the pressure to evolve. Here's where the story takes an even more dramatic turn. President Trump himself decided to weigh in on the controversy, suggesting via his Truth Social platform that Cracker Barrel should go back to the old logo, admit a mistake based on customer response, the ultimate poll, and manage the company better than ever before. The official White House X account then added fuel to the fire with their own post: "Go woke, go broke." Faced with this mounting pressure from customers, investors, and political figures, Cracker Barrel made a decision that few companies have the humility to make. They completely reversed course. Within hours of Trump's Truth Social post, the company issued a statement acknowledging they had listened to their customers' voices. "Our new logo is going away, and our old-timer will remain," they announced. "At Cracker Barrel, it's always been, and always will be, about serving up delicious food, warm welcomes, and the kind of country hospitality that feels like family." Trump responded with approval, writing on Truth Social, "All of your fans very much appreciate it. Good luck into the future. Make lots of money, and most importantly, make your customers happy again." But here's the million-dollar question that nobody's asking. Did Cracker Barrel actually learn the right lesson from this experience? Some might argue that caving to social media pressure sets a dangerous precedent for any company trying to modernize or evolve. Others would say that listening to your customer base, especially when they're voting with their wallets, is exactly what good business leadership looks like. What's particularly fascinating is how this entire controversy overshadowed what should have been positive news about menu innovation and customer service improvements. The 13 new fall menu items represent genuine culinary creativity and attention to customer preferences. Yet they've been relegated to a footnote in a much larger cultural conversation. So here's my controversial take. Maybe the real story isn't about logos or politics at all. Maybe it's about whether traditional American brands can successfully navigate the increasingly polarized landscape of modern consumer expectations. Cracker Barrel's customers clearly weren't ready for change. But what happens when staying the same becomes a recipe for irrelevance? What do you think? Was Cracker Barrel right to listen to their customers and reverse the logo change? Or should companies have the courage to evolve even when it's unpopular? And more importantly, will these new menu items be enough to keep customers happy while the company figures out how to modernize without triggering another backlash? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm genuinely curious whether you think this was smart business or corporate cowardice.